Doc, it's time to rock. Isn't that great music? If you guys aren't aware of it, if you're not familiar with that original piece of music, it was donated to the channel on behalf of Luca, a very good friend of the channel from South Africa. We got to get him back. We got to get Luca back for a show. Van Halen nut. Deep Purple nut. Very good friend of the show. I'm a little bit early, ladies and gentlemen. Who am I talking to here? We've got two people here in the chat. Let's have a look here. Christopher Live. Hey, Chris. Hey, John. Is anyone watching? Well, no. You two guys are watching. But, later on with time zones and all that, people might jump on and have to have a look, see what we're saying. This is the third part of my favourite YouTube channels that I'm going to do. The last two have been pretty popular. Got some good feedback. As you guys know, we're about celebrating and sharing friends of ours and their channels and what they do, and I certainly look forward to spending a bit of time with you guys talking about, specifically tonight, we're going to talk about the channels on our channels page that we make reference to just about every show we do. If you're familiar with it, we often say, please check out our friends on our channels page. If you want to be a friend on our channels page, we can put you on there. Just flick me a message, the Rock Professor and or Brad, and we'll get you up there because that's what we want to do. We are collaborators. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Chris. Hey, John ZD351. So, give you guys a bit of a rundown. So, the reason why I'm going live by myself today is because we're not doing a show tomorrow, the normal, regular, scheduled Ranking the Tracks show. Tomorrow, I've got some family business to do, take care of, so we're taking Sunday off, which is Saturday if you're in North America. But we're back. If you go and have a look at our channel, you'll see we've got some great shows lined up. Part 2 with Jim and John talking Van Halen things. Boy, Jim's got some great stories to talk to you about that we never got a chance to discuss the first time he was on. And John Conklin will join us too and talk about some bits and pieces that he's been doing behind the scenes as well. Let's have a look here. So Chris is saying Mr. Eric Clapton plays Detroit City tomorrow night. Oh my gosh. Ben has a Friday hang going. It's usually Saturday nights. Well, look, I'm not going live to interrupt anybody else's shows. We certainly appreciate the fact that we've got a couple of people here hanging out with us. That's great. But one of the reasons why we decided that I'd go live and spend some time with you guys is because it's important for your channel to have that algorithm going. There's a minimum that you need to do to make sure that you have your algorithms in the feed. And hey, Tim, and that's important for our channel. Like I've said to you guys too many times, we did a couple of Deep Purple shows and we put that link on this Deep Purple Facebook page. It's got 220,000 members on a Facebook group. That's just phenomenal, isn't it? 220,000 people. We put a link there. I think, what did I do? Cannonball asked the question, what's your favourite tracks? What's your ranks? Within 24 hours, you get a couple of hundred subscribers. So we always appreciate that. Hey, Adam, how's it going, brother? Good to see you. So there's a lot of tricks you can do, guys, you know, to boost your channel. Just put your link on a lot of Facebook groups that are out there. That certainly works. I'll tell you another little trick too that we did. If you're a Beatles fan, you'll be familiar with the news that came out a couple of days ago. They're re-editing and remastering Revolver. Giles Martin is doing it. He's done Abbey Road. He did Abbey Road in the White Album, and he did Sgt. Pepper's. Now he's doing arguably one of the greatest rock and roll albums ever, Revolver. And we've ranked that album on the channel. So the Rock Professor and I and Brad, we grabbed our link, put it on a couple of news feeds and said, look, you know, what's your ranks? And people jumped on and said, oh, you know, great, rock and roll. So it makes for good practice for you to do that. Helps with your channel growth. I'm going to check out the comments. Anybody seen Wolfgang tweet today playing Eruption for Dad? Is this a new one, Chris? Because I've seen the older one where he's playing Eruption and he's got shorter hair. If this is a new one, no, I haven't seen it. The best hangout was 2018 because I was in it. Just kidding. Relax, everyone. R2, R3. Bro, we would love to get you on the channel. I don't know how. If you want to drop me an email, bro, go to this page and go to the let me have a look. It's called the About page, the About part. There's my email. Flick me an email. And if this is a good time for you, because it's in the afternoon for me, it's 2:30 p.m. Saturday. So if this is a good time for you to go live with us, I'd love to do a show with you, bro. I think, well, I know for a start, I know for a start. We've been friends since we started getting things going on this channel with the Rock Professor 4 years ago, I think. And obviously, of course, that invitation goes to you, Chris, and Johnny, and Adam. I'm going to tell you guys something. Adam, we've got a show coming up with Adam and Holly. We've got a show coming up. They've got some cool information to share and talk about. We're great friends with Holly, and we're great friends with Adam. Adam's based in Australia, and everybody knows Holly through her Tinker Man Facebook group, and the show she did with KJ here on the channel, the left-hand guitar lady. So we look forward to finalising that. One of the interesting things though about doing these YouTube channels, these shows, it's trying to organise a time, organise a date for people. Adam will attest to that because he has regular guests on his channel too. Hey, Gretch Zeppelin, good to see you, brother. News. Okay, well, I can't avoid this. I'm a New Zealander. I live in New Zealand. We're part of the British Commonwealth. The Queen Elizabeth II, passed away yesterday. 92 years old. 70 years on the throne. I've seen a lot of comments over the last 24 hours on social media about that issue. We don't talk politics on here. I don't necessarily think it's a political issue, though. I think it's probably a good thing to pay respects to someone that had a huge influence on the last century and moving into this century. Tell you guys a story. So when I was a young boy here in my city, Hamilton, in 1977, they had it was her 25th Jubilee, and she was doing the tour through the Commonwealth. She came to our town, and the school that I was at, we waited outside. We waited outside on the road because the Queen was driving past. She was doing a tour through our city, and she was driving past a few schools, and we all stood there like you do, waiting to see this famous person, this famous woman, the Queen. And she drove past and she waved. I thought I was the bee's knees, guys and girls. Wow, I'd seen the Queen. Yeah, what an amazing life she had. Certainly, Adam. Yes, certainly. Yeah, and let's talk about this with some of our, and especially for our American brothers and sisters. So here in New Zealand, the Queen was the head of state. Now it's King Charles, and it's the same thing in Australia. The head of state in Australia is now the King. And I understand because Canada is part of the Commonwealth as well. It's the same thing in Canada. King Charles is now the head of state. So, we aren't republics. We are what they call constitutional. We're democracies with elected parliaments, but we have a link back to the constitutional monarchy system. Yeah. You Americans don't know anything about that. Hey, down of New Jersey. What's Johnny saying here? Canadians upset too. She was never into the politics, so to speak, either. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Johnny. It was a remarkable achievement that she had. It was remarkable. So I've been looking, like a lot of us, I suppose, through Instagram and through your YouTube feeds. And there's a lot of musicians that got awards from her. Paul McCartney. I just saw one with Kate Bush getting a medal. Eric Clapton getting his medal. Mick Jagger getting his knighthood. The guitarist from The Who. What's his name? You know who I'm talking about. Brian May. Well, and it's like, wow, Yeah, she's there hanging out with the rock and rollers as well. So she can't have been that bad. Exactly. The Canadian currency. Right, so I'll show you guys something. We have the same thing here. So this is a New Zealand $20 bill. Can you see that? And that is the Queen. And here is on the back of that's a kirahu, which is like a native bird. And on the $50 bill is a Māori statesman, but she's not on the 50. And she is also on our coins as well. I don't have any coins. Do I have a coin here? Yes, I do. I've got a $2 coin. Hold on, guys. There she is there. On the $2 coin. Hey, Keith. Good to see you, brother. Keith Van Halen Campbell. So, the world's changing. We're all getting older and the world's changing. I hope everyone's having a great Friday evening. If you guys are in the States, it's Friday evening. Hope your week went well. Bad weather here. A couple of days of rain. And forecast for more rain. Hey, John. Good to see you, brother. John Conklin. John, hopefully, is going to come and hang out with us, with Jim. In fact, I'm relying on John to come back. We've got a show planned next weekend. I think it's next weekend. Hold on, I'll double check. And we're going to do part 2. Like I said at the beginning of the show, Jim's got some great stories to talk about in regards to Van Halen. Hey, Josh, thanks for hanging out with us. Guys, I just want to ask you one thing. Look, you know, we've been talking about it, we've been seeing it, we've been digesting it for a week, haven't we? Wolfgang Van Halen. And everybody's been talking about it. You know, Rick Beato even did a video on it. Being blown away and amazed with this technique. But what was really, really nice about Rick Beato is, you know, we love the guy, don't we? You know, Rick Beato is just fantastic. I don't know about you guys, but I've learnt a lot. I've got his Beato book. I've bought the interactive one just to help me understand some of the things about music. Not because I want to make a career out of it, because that ship is past, but I just want to know what I'm hearing, if that makes any sense. And he does that really, really, really well. I'm sure a lot of us would agree with that. But there are a couple of things, you know, that I think we've been noticing, haven't we, guys and girls? You know, people have been making this great reference about Wolfgang and the timing that he has. And it's basically exactly the same as his dad's. And then you get the drummer, the son of Taylor. And people are saying the same thing about this guy. So there's, you know, clearly something about the genes. I agree with you. Keith. It was epic. Such a great channel. Such a great guy, and we all learn a lot from him. And I'm going to tell you something else too, a little bit closer to home for us Van Halen fans. Craig Stofko. Go and check out his Facebook page. And is Craig on Instagram? Can't remember, but he's definitely on Facebook. And go and check out his boy. This young boy is just killing it. You know, So besides being a great guitar player like his old man, he's building guitars. The latest post has got him, he's taping up. Oh, what do they say? Chip off the old block? Hey, we're all sons of dads. Are we? Are we? Are we chips off the old block? Think about it. If you're a chip off the old block, let me know in the chat. I am. I'm a chip off my old man's block for good and certainly for bad. Yeah. Hey, Hobo Roadie. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you guys hanging out with us. And thank you if you're watching on replay. It's always humbling. We keep talking about it when we're together with the Rock Professor and Brad. We keep talking about how we're humbled. We want to thank a lot of people for sharing our channel links. Teresa in Brazil, especially. It's fantastic. We've picked up a lot of subscribers from Brazil. And I know that because one of the tenets that we do here on this channel is that if you subscribe to us, we always subscribe back. And, going back, every couple of days, subscribing back to these channels, it's amazing. It's amazing doing that. And I've got to keep telling you guys, what people do on the YouTube channels. It's amazing. So, the latest one that I've subscribed to, that's subscribed to us, it's I think it's a guy, and what he does is he just walks around with his camera at night, in a European city. I can't remember it. I'm sorry, forgive me. And he just walks around, walks around. Just filming people, walking in and out of bars. 120,000 subscribers. 30,000 views. Yeah, it's remarkable what people watch. I'm going to have a look here and see what's Chris saying here. I wish I had my dad's skills at fixing stuff, but I got his good looks. Oh, Christopher, you're awesome, man. While we're talking about Christopher, go and check out Christopher on Facebook. I follow him on Facebook. And this Christopher's, I think, seen about 50,000 concerts. And just about every second day he's at a concert. So, live is certainly Christopher. Christopher is live sour. Well done, brother. Well done for keeping all your ticket stubs. Well done. Sharing your experiences. And again, too, brother, if you just want to come on here and hang out with us, talking about your top 5, top 10 concerts, easy. I'd love to do it. I promise I'll shut up. What's Chris? Sour versus Wasp are awesome today. What's John saying? I only got good things from my dad. He was a good man. Fantastic. Johnny Heartbreaker, the point exactly. I can play Eruption. Yeah, but write something like that. Everybody can play November Rain. Who can write material like that? Yeah. My dad played and built fiddles, violins, and accordions. We listened to a lot of polka, just saying. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, brother, because, I'm a bluegrass nut. I've learnt over the last 4 years to play the mandolin, clawhammer banjo, and a little bit of flat picking bluegrass guitar. And the reason why, I'm going to tell you why. The authenticity of the music. I never really paid much attention to bluegrass. And let's be honest, bluegrass is a million miles away from rock and roll. But I had the fortune of working with a guy. I won't tell you. A guy that worked for us, and his name is Paul Trenwith, and he's the banjo player of a bluegrass band here in New Zealand called the Hamilton County Bluegrass Band. Anyway, Paul Trenwith plays banjo Earl Scruggs style. So think of Beverly Hillbillies. The opening tune. That's what got Paul into playing banjo in the first place. So anyway, I'm working with this guy, and we're talking about music, and I'm just always, like a lot of us, when you find out someone's interested in music, you just quiz them. You just want to find out, what kind of music are you, and you're sharing these experiences with people. And he gave me a couple of CDs and said, go and listen, to these guys. And I got to a point, I think, where I could actually sit down and listen to this stuff. And I was just blown away with the authenticity and the words, and became a fan ever since, and, naturally wanted to play a little bit of it. So I tried doing that 3-finger with the look, I even have, hold on, the picks here, the finger picks that you got to use, and the thumb picks. I tried doing that, and I just couldn't do it, because if you're a guitar player, you're going like this, and you're having to just do all these different kind of patterns. So I gave up, and then somebody said, there's this clawhammer style which is better suited for guitar players. So I checked that out, and clawhammer is basically you're just using, a nail on your finger. I thought, that's something I can do. So I gave that a go. And, we've all said it, haven't we? You don't have to be 16 to learn to play an instrument. If you guys have friends out there who have never played the guitar, and they tell you because you are a guitar player and they know that you play guitar, and they say, I wish I could play. I wish I learnt to play guitar. I should have. Tell them, say, go here, I'll loan you a guitar. Don't let age be a barrier to learning an instrument. That's bullcrap, because you can do it. In fact, if you're a little bit older, you're a little bit more determined and you have less distractions, so you're going to probably pick up things a little bit quicker. That's my experience. Am I right? Have you guys learnt to play another instrument besides guitar recently? I'm going to have a look here at some of the comments. I could turn you on to bluegrass music that will blow your mind. I'm not familiar with these guys at all. And this is what I love. I'm going to get my mind blown. Thank you, brother. Hugh, hey Hugh, some piano. Yeah. We're going to get what's the word? We're going to spread the word about music, aren't we? That's why we do this thing. It's about spreading the word. So Josh is saying, I gave my neighbour down the street a guitar and an amp to learn, and he's 45. Man, yeah, good on you. Good on you, Josh. The only thing that we know that you have to do when you're playing an instrument is you got to play daily. That's you can't play it or just do it once a week. We know that. To make any kind of progress, it's got to be daily. The harmonica, yeah, same here too. Same here, Chris. I'm just looking for a couple of harps that I got too. Playing the harmonica is not easy. It's not easy, man. Some dark bluegrass fused with punk rock. Check it out. Yeah, Josh. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. So the dude that's been blowing me away for the last couple of years is Billy Strings. You know, he's got. I saw this. It's on YouTube. Dustin the Baggy. Now this is before he's quote unquote famous. He's got short hair, and a friend is recording him on a phone, and one of his friends is standing in front of a fireplace, and another friend's saying to Billy, he goes, play that song you wrote. And he goes, you know the one that you just sung at that competition. And so Billy Strings plays the song Dustin the Baggy. Wow. Fantastic. Check him out too. Love it. It's one of the reasons why we, got into blues too, I suppose. The authenticity of that music. The resemblance of this reality that people we're going through and continue to go through. And that's one of the great things that I liked about bluegrass. It's it goes back to my roots here in New Zealand, Irish, English, Scottish roots. That's who I am. And when you hear a lot of that bluegrass music, it's that's where it came from. So it's all great. It's all good. What are we here for? We're here to talk about favorite YouTube channels. Thanks guys for hanging out with us too. We look forward to having Hugh on the channel too, ladies and gentlemen. Hugh is going to come on as a guest host. He's going to hang out with the Rock Professor Brad and I, and we're going to talk about Band of Gypsies by Jimi Hendrix in a couple of weeks' time. That's going to be fantastic. It's a great album. And, if you guys want to hang out with us, just let me know. If you want to come on and do a record ranking with us, we're happy. We're happy to have you guys on, because it's not just about us, the hosts. We've always said this, and a lot of you guys have been here from the word go. So you'll be aware that we're always open to people inviting themselves on. One other thing too. One other thing while I've got Keith Campbell here too. So we had Steve Rosen on. When did we have Steve Rosen on? Last week. We had Steve Rosen on last week. And Steve Rosen, fantastic guy. It was just absolutely brilliant. He's talking about some of his experiences with this book that we're patiently waiting for. So let your friends know. Let your friends know that Steve is doing the best that he can. Let your friends know that Steve is the only guy that's involved in doing this book. It's been self-published. Let your friends know that Steve is the one that's writing the addresses and the boxes and packing the books and stuff like that. So it's going to take a little bit of time. He's gone through a couple of times and he's re-edited a couple of the stories because he wants to get that right. He realizes, he understands, he's a reputable author. He's been around for a long, long time. He knows once he releases this book, It's going to be scrutinised. It's going to be a testament to his relationship with Eddie Van Halen, and he wants to make sure that it has as much of what's faithful to him as the author in the book with minimal mistakes. So we have to celebrate that, don't we? But I had the pleasure of talking with Keith offline a couple of days after that, and Keith mentioned this wonderful thing, he said, as Van Halen fans, we're probably going to have to protect Steve when this book gets released, because some people may not approve of what he writes in this book, for good or bad. And I got and get where Keith was coming from with that. So, Keith, good on you for that. And I promised Keith that we would remind people about that, that we have a responsibility to as Van Halen fans, as music fans, to, look after these authors, because there's going to be some people out there who are going to, for whatever reason, want to have a crack at Steve. But I don't believe, I've not read the book. He hasn't told us anything about the book offline. But we all know about him. We've all read a lot of his books and his articles over the years. We've seen him on other YouTube channels talking about this. We know the guy's the real deal, don't we? So that's good enough for me. Thank you, Chris. Show me your pick. We love Tony. We love Ben. And thank you for rating us in there with those guys. They're great friends of the channel. But yeah, I thought that was a good point. That was a good point by our brother Keith. And Keith knows what he's talking about, because he got a shout out when Steve saw his comments in the chat. He made a point of shouting out to our brother Keith. So Keith knows what's going on. Yeah. Okay, some good news for the channel. The good news, I think I mentioned it last week. So our channel now has an official sponsor. Hold on, guys. I will show you the sponsor. You guys will be familiar with, because we've already done a show with them. Hold on. Mr. Glenn. That's who we've managed to work out. Hold on, guys. I'm going to get this so I can scroll up. Give me a second. Technology. Where is it? Can I do that? Go over there. StreamYards. Okay. Congrats, Andrew. Yeah. Thanks, Keith. Yeah. So this is Mr. Glenn. I will attach the show that we did with him. It was on not last Wednesday, the Wednesday before, about a week and a half ago. And Glenn is going to come back. He's working on a new pickup for a local New Zealand band called Alien Weaponry. So we're going to talk about that pickup, that band, and what Glenn's doing. So I'm in the middle of doing an intro video and some marketing here on our channel. So if you guys get a chance, if you need some pickups, if you want to have a chat to Glenn about anything, check him out. I'll attach his, actually I'll do that now. I'll put his link. Where are we? Where are you, Andrew? There. I'm just reading Christopher's comment. How much Van Halen information did Steve get from you, Keith? Well, there's something going on there. When I spoke to Keith offline, I said, "What's going on, man? What's cooking?" He said, "I can't tell you. I can't tell you, man." But yeah, Keith knows what's going on. So yeah, we're what's the word? Elated to have a sponsor here on the channel, Glenn, Mr. Glenn's Pickups. Thank you, Glenn, for reaching out to us and wanting to be part of what I do here with the Rock Professor, with Brad, with Hoss, and everybody else that that's part of this channel. Everybody else that's in the chat here with us. Glenn was cool on the show. I think you're right. I know you're right, Hugh. He's just a great guy. So we look forward to him coming back. And talking. Look, I don't know anything about pickups. You know, and just to have somebody that knows. You know, we all love that stuff, don't we? We all want to know a little bit about their gear. All right. Hold on, guys. How am I going to do this? Hold on. I'll pull that out over there. And I'll bring this over here. And I'm going to go through some of our favorite YouTube channels. Share screen. There we are. So there we are. Okay. I'll get rid of that comment there so I can just... Right. Go back over here. All right, guys. So this is our page here. So all YouTube channels have an about. And that tells you a little bit about who we are. And you'll notice here that I've just got words, not hashtags. I've made this point before. I've watched a few channels which talk about how to build your channel, and all of them say minimize the amount of hashtags that you use. YouTube don't like them that much. So that's why we've just thrown in a couple of words here in our description, just to help the hits. And here, that's the channels page. So when I say go and check out our friends on our channels page, this is what I'm talking about. So you can see some of our friends there. So the first one is that guy there. So we all know who this guy is. It's Brad Cook, our co-host. So let's have a look at Brad's channel. So Brad's been around since 2011. There's his views there. 7,500 views. And there's his description there. The official YouTube channel of Brad Cook, Australian modern blues artist with a psychedelic classic rock twist. Wow, that is Brad. That's Brad. And there's Brad there. He's using his channels page, which is good. And then he's got his playlist. And then he's got some videos. So I'm going to play a little bit of, what am I going to play? Check this out. This is Brad spoke about this when we did a ranking of the tracks. Oh, was it Ziggy Stardust? So Brad played in the tribute band. So let's check this out. What do you reckon? Oh, no sound. Oh. What's going on? Hold on, guys. I should have been watching that. Okay, let me fix it. Hold on, guys. I am dreadfully sorry. We will have to play that again because I was just blown away by it and I want you to get blown away. Hold on. Let me go and do... Let's remove that. Hold on. If I go share screen. Hold on. Let's have a look. Share screen. Go up there. Window. Chrome tab. Bowie experience. Let's try this again. Share tab. Make sure. Let me just cancel that to see if I clicked on the audio. Share screen. Alright, you got to click the bloody audio, you dickhead. No swearing. No swearing. Hold on. Okay, is he in the stream? He's in the stream. Okay, right. Let's go back over here. Where is he? We go over here. Well, the guy can play, can't he? We got the sound in the end. Yeah, it's one of these little tricks, guys. I'm happy to tell you what I did or didn't do. When you go and share a screen on StreamYards, there's a box there and it says share audio. It doesn't automatically share the audio when you share a screen, which is a bit strange. I could never work that out, but you got to click yes, I want to share audio. Yes, Adam, awesome, and you can understand why we are so happy, so humbled, and so proud to have Brad be a part of this channel, because his analysis of the songs and the albums that we talk about clearly comes from from the whole package, not only the fan but also the performer, the musician, the guitar player as well. So yeah, aren't we lucky to have him? So if you guys haven't already subscribed to Brad's channel, please do. If you're watching on a replay, please go and do that. So let's flick back over here to the next channel on our channels page. The next one on our channels page is Michael also. Now, Michael has been on our channel a couple of times, guys. He's, I think, he's done 24 nights with us. And Cream, the 2005 reunion. And I'll attach those videos to the stream. We were really, really lucky because Michael played musical snips. He was playing keyboards and he was explaining what was going on from a keyboardist's perspective, and he had his guitar plugged in and he was playing some riffs and some notes and again telling us what was going on. We'd love to have Michael on a regular basis, but if you're friends with Michael on Instagram or Facebook, you'll realise that he is a busy gigging musician, so getting him on to do regular shows with us now just doesn't suit his timetable. But always a very dear friend of the channel. Always a dear friend. So let's have a look and see what Michael's been up to. So he's had his channel since 2006. He's got a few views there. So his description: Michael also is a producer and multi-instrumentalist who has been producing and performing music for 15 plus years. Subscribe to my channel for covers, originals, song analysis, product demos, live streams, and concert footage. Thank you. Oh, wonderful. Michael also uses his channel's page as well. So there he is. Always a good resource. If you guys don't know how to do that, just go and, there's a YouTube stream to show you how to do that. Playlists, good. So he's organised that. And look at this, he's got a 24 nights playlist. And if you guys know anything about Michael, he is a 24 nights nut. So I'm not surprised. He's got its own playlist. So let's check out this playlist.
So now we have entered the next formation of 24 Nights, which is the 9-piece band. The 9-piece band featured musicians Ray Cooper, who's an amazing percussionist who's played with everyone. And I mean everyone. I mean Elton John, Paul McCartney, everyone you can think of that needs percussion has used Ray Cooper. And Ray Cooper is still probably the go-to person for percussion. There's a lot of great percussionists out there, but I think people recognize Ray a lot. He's the bald guy with the glasses, kind of like John Lennon glasses. So this Ray Cooper, we've got, again, Greg Philliganes on keys. We've got Nathan East on bass. We've got Steve Ferroni. The 4-piece band is still there. They've just added a couple more people. Now we have backing singers for the first time. We've got Katie Kassoon and Tessa Niles, who are fantastic. And then we also have Chuck Lavelle on organ. Either it's Chuck Lavelle or Alan Clark. I'm not positive, but either of them are on this performance.
So guys, you can understand that's just a snip of what Mike. Yeah, you know, this guy. Yeah, he's the real deal too. What's Keith saying here, Michael? Michael is such a wonderful ear and breaks down the songs so well. He's always busy playing. Yeah, in New York, absolutely. Absolutely, he is just a dear friend. You know, and like, I don't want to sound like a cliche because it's not what we do, but jeepers, you know, you meet these cats, don't you? And you share some messages and you hang out, and it's like, yeah, you know, you're a good dude. You're cool, bro. I love you. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys. So very, very good friend of the channel. Please go and check him out. Let's go back and see if we can find him playing something. Hold on. Let's have a look. See what's. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. Pretending. Here we go. He's gonna backing track. Pretending. 24 Nights solo. He can play. We'll play this. So you can see there, not only is he a guitar player, he's a drummer and a bassist. He's just phenomenal. And then we'll play this. Very, very dear friend of the channel. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you, Johnny. Just let's have a look at this. Let's play this. This is the whole cover of 24 Nights of Pretending. What a dude. Oh, what a dude. Yeah. Wow. Oh. All right. Back to the next one. All right. Next one on our list, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Tanner, another very, very good friend of the channel. Check this guy out. He's only got 460 subscribers. Let's share his. Let guys, do me a favor. All these channels that I'm sharing with you, please do me a favor. Go and grab their links and share their links on your social media accounts, and ask your friends to sub to these guys, because you know they deserve to have more than 460 subs. So let's have a look, see what Mark's up to. He's been around since 2007. Had a few views. His description: into guitars, cars, and just generally interesting stuff. Featured a selection of channels I actively follow on my channels tab. Enjoy. Good on you, brother. And again, there's his location. He's an Aussie, Australian. And there's his channels page there of all his friends. Hugh Caldwell's there. Shane from In the Blues. Yeah. And there's his playlist. And some videos. So we're going to play. We'll play Burn for you. We'll play a bit of this. See what you guys think.
Got myself into some trouble tonight. Guess I'm just feeling blue. It's been so long since I've seen your face. This distance between me and you. That voice you showed me's not the one that I know. I must be strung out on what I do. Don't hang up again. There's nothing else I know how to do. But I burn for you. What am I gonna do? Burn for you. I guess it feels like you're always alone. And I feel that way too. It's so hard to explain to you. Please understand what I do.
Yeah, not bad. We got our brother here in the chat, Brad Cook. Bro, I don't know if you saw it. I played your Bowie solo. I'm going through highlighting the channels on our channels page, and yours is the first one. So I go and play it, and I'm being mesmerized by it, and I go, oh wow, great. And then I read all these messages in the chat. Some dickhead forgot to press the audio button. So I had to go back, brother, and re-show it with the audio. Yeah. Sack this producer. Get rid of this producer. Who was it that said, you know, somebody famous said that I go on unprepared. Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just reading this comment here from Keith Camel, almost like Tom Waits. Got that vibe. Can't argue with you, brother. Yeah. He's just phenomenal. Great. Again, a great friend of the channel. So check him out too, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already subscribed to him. Give him a flick. Give him a sub. Tell him that the 5150 sent you. I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
I burn.
And Adam's right, you know, another Aussie. He's doing a cover of an Aussie song by John Farnham, another great Australian as well. So, well done. Okay, let's go and see what's next on the channel. On our okay, the next one is Doug Steele. So, you guys, if you're Van Halen nuts, Van Halen freaks, know who Doug Steele is. And Brad and I were very, very fortunate to have this guy join us for a live stream not that long ago. And we do look forward to getting him back. He's promised that he's going to come back. Doug is just, again, a phenomenal guy. An American based in Melbourne, Brad's city. Just an amazing guy. Great guitar player. Let's have a look, see what he's up to on his channel. So on his banner there, he's got his social medias up there as well. He's got his Instagram account, his Facebook page, and his flat stick music. So that's like a Bandcamp format. This one there is, you can PayPal him a donation if you want. And there's his official website. Let's have a look. So Doug's been around since 2006, and look at those views, ladies and gentlemen. Look at those views. Wow. It's a lot of views. So his description. So he's got a website, guitarist for Alarium, guitar teacher, Teodario Planet Waves, SBK endorse E, X Radio Melbourne, Australia. For more info, please check Doug FKN Steele, and then he's got his website and his email address. And he's using his channels page as well. Always like to see that. Really good. And his community page too. And it's good to see that he's using his community page. Another good little thing there too. So again, I've got to remind you guys, you know, the first time we did this, we went through and we spoke about the communities page. I got a couple of messages from people saying, didn't even know there was a community page. So you can go there, you can share, anything. Look at that, you know, there is there, and look at that, I'm going to like it. Haven't liked it there, I've got to like, you know. Easy, just go and look, like. Another good friend of the channel, Alvin. There's his playlists. He's got a lot of, so what Doug said when he was on live with Brad and I, he's going through and he's redoing his thumbnails on a lot of his old videos, because thumbnails are really important. And, you know, so he's doing that. He's going through and redoing his thumbnails. Taking a bit of time. But, you know, you can see here there's that's an older video there. And there's no thumbnail. But then if you go and have a look at some of the later ones.
Tune to this.
Yeah. Tune to this. Thank you, Andrew, for the highlight, and thanks everyone in the chat. No problem, brother. No problem at all. Let's have a look. Next on the list. Well, next on our channels page. Let's have a look. Because we are just going across. And eventually we're going to do them all. I'm not going to go through and be able to do them all today. But, oh, look, Adam is here. Let's do the ones, let's do the channels of the people that are in the chat. So Adam is here. So let's have a look at Adam. Let's see what Adam's been doing. There's Adam. Great banner. Adam's been around since 2007. Getting up to 100k views. Description: busted up original band from Melbourne, Australia. Muay Thai training and proactive self-defense. So we can rest assured that Adam is the security for the band gigs that he plays in. Can you confirm that, Adam? Channels, there he is. He supports. There's his friends on his channels page. And he is supporting a lot of people there. Look at that. Well done, brother. There's our channel there. Thank you, bro. Really easy to do. There's his playlist. And there's his videos. So let's pick something. I'm going to play this because I think this was the first time I saw.
Hey there, my name is Roach. I'm from Melbourne, Australia.
Hello there. My name is Phoenix Vander Veden, and I'm from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And along with my great friend Adam Roach, we started the project Roach and Vaden.
So during the whole pandemic in 2020, we actually collaborated on a lot of different projects on YouTube, including a cover of Don't Stop Believing, Let It Be, a tribute to Van Halen, plus lots more.
We did these collabs during the peak of the pandemic to bring people some hope, and now we have teamed up again with our project Roach and Vaden. Our mission is to make music that takes people to simpler, better, and much, much more fun times with the sounds of the bands from the 80s and early 90s.
So the album, which is titled The Mission, will feature 11 original tracks written by both of us, and will feature a lot of special guests on vocals and guitar, featuring Nelly Brosh, Jack Thamarat,
and the one and only Jennifer Bateman from Michael Jackson, Jeff Beck, plus lots more. Due to the current world situation, we cannot play live gigs right now, but we still hold the same dear passion for music, and we want to give you all the best sound quality in mixing and mastering.
So
that was the project. So let's just find something here. Let's find this one. Let's have a look. Wow. Tell Me is a song I wrote with my original band Eclipse back in 1990. Yeah, phenomenal. Phenomenal stuff. Isn't it amazing, ladies and gentlemen? Well done. Well done, Adam. Well done, bro. Wow. Okay. Okay, guys, just hold on. We flick back. We're flicking back. The next one. Is there anyone else here that's on the channel that... No, I think... Well, I don't know. Why haven't I got Hugh's channel on here? That's naughty. I am naughty. I need to put Hugh's channel on here. So when we do part 4, I will make a point of putting Hugh's channel on there. Let's have a look. These guys here. Have a look at these guys. L and M Guitar Corner. They jump on and join us in the chat in our on the Sunday show when we're doing ranking the tracks from Switzerland. Let's check these guys out. About 2021. Well, some good views for being a relatively new channel. They've got their Instagram account up there on the banner, which is great. Their channels. These their channels. They got everyone's channel there. They got our channel there. Thank you, guys. They regularly use their community page too, and you can see there where I voted. Yeah, I had to vote Tweed. What's the best? I'm going to vote Tweed. Oh, I didn't vote on this one here. Okay, that's naughty. I voted on this one. But they regularly use their community page. And again, it's really important because it's about getting your algorithm out there, getting your channel going. That's what YouTube like. They want to hear activity. They want to hear the mice scampering about. Make sense? Playlists, gear reviews, jam improvements, buddy reviews, some shorts that they've got. They've done a lot of live streams as well too. Let's have a look at some of their shorts. Awesome. Check those guys out. Nice guys. And I'll just get rid of that. And this is another good friend of the channel. I'll go through and I'll do the top rung today. So there's 2 more channels, guys and ladies. Jazz Thunder 50. Jim has been on our channel. Very, very good friend of the channel. Very, very good friend. So let's check Jim out. So Jim's been around since 2010. Description. Simple. It's blues. Fantastic, Jim. Channels. He's got his channels page there, which is great. Paul McCartney, the Beatles, Eric Clapton, the Guitar Show. Look at that. He's using his channels page. Fantastic. 5150 shows there. Thank you, brother. Really important. Playlists. So he's got his playlist, his videos. And Jim is really active on Instagram too. So go and check him out on Instagram. Great player. What we'll do is we will pick. What are we going to play? Let's here. Let's watch him play I Shot the Sheriff guitar solo. Wow. So you guys might be familiar with Jim. Been on the channel. He's ranked a couple of albums with us. Yeah, that's right, Jim. That's right, Hugh. Jim. Well, what am I missing here in the chat? Nothing. You guys are just hanging on there. That's great. I agree with you, Johnny, about Doug's videos. To the point, and he makes you feel like a buddy when he teaches you. Hands down, my favourite guy for guitar lessons, even if I can't pull some of that off. No, it's fine. Yeah, you know, well done, Jim. Well done, brother. I'm going to flick over there. And the last one that we're going to highlight is Alvin, another good friend of the channel. Let's have a look, see what Alvin's been up to. Alvin has been with us since the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. Doug is his name. So he just has a channel. He's not a, doesn't look like, well, let's have a look. He's been around since 2012. There's no description. One channel, which is us. Thank you, Alvin. Always appreciate that. Always appreciate the support you guys have given us. There's his playlist. There's his videos. And Alvin hasn't uploaded anything for about 9 years. So let's have a look at this. Doug Norquay, Crows in the Fire, rare acoustic version. What is this? Oh.
We fell out for juniors drinking. Was getting bad, wasn't even funny after a while. Never could stand the break, but I'm thinking it's a brother acting, we'd be orphans out there. Do the one about Christ in the neon. Do the one about crows in the road. You're staring on boys, they ain't from around here. There are a bunch of orphans out there.
Wow. That was fantastic too, wasn't it? Well done, Alvin. Well done, brother. Here's a question here. Does anyone have a guilty pleasure song that you love that you think you shouldn't? Yeah, lots. But I'm not going first. I ain't going first. Yeah, I agree with you, Keith. Powerful singing, powerful song. It's just, wow. The surprises we find on YouTube and that are right under our noses. Yeah. Instant Replay by Dan Hartman and Johnny Heartbreaker. Dick Dale Surf Rock. Well, you know, I love My Bloody Valentine. Loveless. I was listening to that album in 1990 when, or 91, around that same era as Carnal Knowledge. Yeah. Brad's is In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. It's a great song. Sinatra. Oh, my dad loves Sinatra. And when my dad used to get drunk, oh, drunk dads and Sinatra. Oh gosh, doesn't. Yeah, thanks guys for Filthy Collins. Yeah. Filthy Animal Taylor. Oh look, well, I hate to say it, but I'm going to admit it on here. I'm a product of the 80s, guys, and, Madonna, she was, she was around on the radio. Always liked, some of that poppy stuff. Papa don't preach, Whitney Houston, when that first album came out, her first album, Dance with Somebody, it was like, again, that was popular music. And they're all dressed properly, dancing properly. Relying on their music to an extent anyway. Maybe later on some of them changed a little bit, but I'm sure you get where I'm going. Oh, Spin Doctors, I certainly remember that. What about The Warrior? We know The Warrior, don't we? Because she was going to join Van Halen. Well, there was talk about it. Patsy Cline, absolutely. My mum loved Patsy Cline. My mum was a country and western girl. Yeah. Well, if we're talking about scandal, that's it. That's it, Keith. So guys, I always liked The Cure. Disintegration, great album, came out in 1989. Love that album. Wish is turning 30 this year. I remember when Wish came out, I was listening to Wish and Carnal Knowledge too. Isn't it interesting, the music that you used to listen to back in the day? Was such a tangent. Such opposites of but it was still guitar based. A lot of that stuff. And REM, I remember listening to REM when they went to Warner Brothers with Green, and I was listening to a couple of Life's Great Pageant and Document and Murmur beforehand, but when they went to Warner Brothers with that great album, and people accused them of selling out, Stand, Orange Crush, Shiny Happy People. Was that on that album, Shiny Happy People, or was that on the one that came after that? I don't know. Rage Against the Machine. That was a landmark album too. Lightning Seeds. Yes, a lot of good music. Mother Love Bone, which went on to become Pearl Jam. A lot of good stuff, eh? The Cult. The Cult with Electric, and then they went on and they did Ceremony. And also, you guys remember when U2 were cool? The Unforgettable Fire in the mid-'80s, and before that they had War, and then they went on with Joshua Tree, and that album just became this monster album. Then they did the movie Rattle and Hum, and then they went, like Achtung Baby. I don't know if you guys remember, you know, that first song, is it Zoo Station? Man, I'm going back years. I think it is Zoo Station, and it starts off funny. And I remember putting my CD in. I just bought it, and it went. And I'm going, oh no! So I popped out the CD and stuck it in and go. Oh, so I did that 3 or 4 times, and then finally, my brain worked out. Oh, actually, this is part of the CD. Okay, so I played it because it was just so weird. It just wasn't like U2. Strange, you know. Interesting album. Achtung Baby. And then, you know, then he did some songs. I don't mind if they, you know, sing songs and get preachy in the lyrics. So that's fine. You leave the songs up to your interpretation. But when musicians start preaching, telling you who you should vote for and why you should be voting for, I go, no, go away. That's just me. Let's have a look and see what's in these comments before we. Little Miss, can't be wrong by the Spin Doctors. I agree, brother. It pumps you up when you're driving. Spin Doctors, good stuff. Scandal, correct. Lightning Seeds. Slim Whitman. Wow. You know, this is why we like music, because, you know, we just have a good appreciation of the foundation of the classics. You know, that I know Ian Brody from the Lightning Seeds. Wow. They were huge here, the Lightning Seeds, too. Keith saying, my mum had whipped cream and other assorted songs. Herb Albert, Tawana Vast. Yeah. Achtung Baby was the first U2 album. That would have been. So, Johnny, what did you think of the other albums that you heard? So, if you heard Achtung Baby and then went back and listened to, say, Joshua Tree or The Unforgettable Fire or Boy, their first album, it would have freaked you out a little bit because, you know, that what was that music that because they went to Berlin to record it, and it was like that industrial. I think Bono talks about it. They wanted this industrial kind of sound or approach to, because this album was going to make or break them. Yeah, something like that. It's been years since I've heard that album. It was a great album. New Year's Day, all is quiet. Yeah, you know. You know, you look at that band. They clearly are together as a band. You know, Adam Clayton, the bass player, he just plays. You know, no disrespect. I'm not being disrespectful. You know, because I've studied his bass playing. He just plays root notes, which is good. You know, you got to do that. You've got the Edge, which you know, relies a lot on effects and delay to boost his sound. Just has a completely different approach to guitar playing that most of us are used to if we come from sort of that blues rock kind of perspective, his approach. And I think it bears fruit for us when we go and watch that video with Jack White and Jimmy Page. It might get loud in here. I think it becomes apparent to a lot of us that he's a guitar player over here doing the Edge things. Keith Campbell, I preferred all before Achtung Baby. Yeah. But yeah, and then when they went and did pop, you know, that was weird. You know, they did a couple of albums in the 1990s were a little bit weird, and then they came back with Elevation or something like that in 1990, 2000, and they started going back to what they were good at. I'm not guilty about music I love. You guys are awesome. I can't believe I've been hanging out here with you guys for 1 hour and 47 minutes. Thank you very much, guys. Always a pleasure to have you join us. Stick around. We're going to go through and we're going to go through all our friends on our YouTube channels with you. You want to be there? Flick me a message. I'll love to put you there. Hugh, I'm sorry I haven't put you there. I will go and do that after we go live. I will go and do that. Because you haven't asked me to do it, that's why. I'm going to blame you. Brad's still lurking. Oh, bro, it's good. You know, I got to say it again. You know, the reason why we have success on this channel, it's because of Brad. Like I said to you guys before, the perspective that he came when he jumped on with the Rock Professor and I, the perspective that he offered in our analysis of the tracks, just took us up another level. And you know, quickly we became fast friends. You know, yeah. So I keep saying it, but I mean it. You know, the success that we have on this channel, it's due to a lot of factors. Our co-hosts, the Rock Professor, Brad, you guys sharing our stuff, hanging out with us, watching these streams. Thanks for the highlight. No problem, bro. No problem. All right, guys, I'm going to cruise. I'm going to play out the show with the sponsor of this week's show is obviously Mr. Glenn's Pickups. We will have a proper video and some graphics to show, if that's okay. The clickbait for this week is the Rock Professor. There he is there with his dark hair, incognito look. And there's Brad paying for the clickbait. You guys are awesome. Kids all school freaked out because I had a cassette with Twisted Sister Stay Hungry on side A and Madonna on side B. But you know, that's not uncommon. I totally get why you would have done that, John. That's not strange. And hey, Boner James, how many of you guys sincerely and honestly would agree with what John and I are saying? Having a cassette tape with Twisted Sister on one side and Madonna on the other side, and from the 80s. Yeah, I totally dig it. I totally dig it. Hey, Nelson, good to see you, brother. Check out Abigail DeVoe. She has a very cool channel, and she likes Clapton. It's totally worth. Okay, I will, Nelson. Anything Nelson says that we do, we shall do. He is a channel member here. Thank you, brother, for your support on the channel. We always appreciate any direction points. We'll certainly do that. And Keith is right, the gun show. Look at the gun show on Brad. Yeah, well. You know how I said, here's me going off on tangents. I'm allowed to. I'm here by myself, so I can do it. you know how the chip off the old block at the start of the show? Oh, here's another one. Look at that. That's chip off the old block there, isn't it? Brad and his boy last weekend, Father's Day. Chip off the old block for sure. All right, guys. Thank you, Boner. Oh yeah. Look again, man. So I often sort of talk about Duran Duran in a sort of tongue-in-cheek, derogatory way, but I don't really, because I love Duran Duran. You know, Seven and the Ragged Tiger, Rio. I just love John Taylor. Deep down, I'm just this closet bass player. John Taylor is just this phenomenal bass player. Then he goes on and does that stuff with Robert Power Station, their version of Get It On. Oh, Robert. Oh, he passed away. You guys know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. All the cause. Yeah. Yeah. Robert Palmer. Yeah, you got it. Robert Palmer. That album. When that album, Power Station, came out, wasn't that a weird kind of situation, because this album came out, and I remember a friend of mine saying, you got to check this out, and we played it, and it was like, wow, dun dun dun, you know, all this really cool stuff. And then not long after that, they did the what's that, Live Aid, and the Power Station played, but Robert Palmer couldn't do this vocals because he was somewhere else, and they had this other dude on, and it just didn't work. You know, they just went through, I think they just did the set, and the album sort of just, I don't know, became an underground album to this day. Some like it hot, some like it hot. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, man. You got it. You got it, Keith. Yeah. Great album. I'm not reading that comment out. I thought Backstreet Boys era would never get worse. No, man. Yeah. Wise words. I miss those days too. Boys to men. Backstreet Boys, bring back. Oh gosh, we're getting into trouble. All right, guys, I'm cruising. We're not on tomorrow. I've got some family business to go and attend to. We're back next week. We've got a 5150 show, and then Brad and I and the Rock Professor are hosting Zach Idris. We're going to be ranking Come Taste the Band by Deep Purple. Great album. Go and check that album out if you guys haven't listened to it for a while. It's Zach Idris, who Brad and I interviewed a week ago on the channel. That's his favourite Deep Purple album. And when he mentioned it, Brad and I kind of went, yeah, look, I've never really got into this thing about, you know, Mark 1, Mark 4, Mark 3, Mark 5, you know, of bands. Just like AC/DC, you know, I love Bon Scott, and I love Brian Johnson. Love it. I just can't work out why someone would say, well, back in black socks. Yeah. All right. Thanks for the hang, brother. Thanks, Keith. That guy knows what's going on. Keith's going to pretend he doesn't know what's going on, but he knows what's going on. I'm going to get Brad to play us out. You guys are familiar with this number. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Rock and roll. Stay cool, everyone. God bless. Be safe.